let's see what's in the box. Gently, carefully opening with my knife. Alright, so one of my favorite things about Mezco is they always have these little packets. Used to be that Mezco came in here, which were fun to play with, fun little generic looking tiny action figures. Now they have this little envelope. Usually has the pin. I've got like 4 of these. If anyone wants one of these pins, let me know. A Mezco. And then we got a couple stickers, Rumble Society, and there's Gomez. Alright. So in the box we have Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Part 1, first movie. So Mezco's really good at taking care of their toys when you order directly from them. Their shipping is always done in these really nice heavy duty black bubbles. And then it used to have like a big logo circle. I've got a bunch of their logos. I've even turned one into a magnet and put it on my car before. Anyway, it comes in a bag to keep it from scratching. So we'll do what we can to not scratch it up. That's a big deal. Get a look at the box there, the back of it. You'll see all the accessories that come with it. You got some of the promo pictures there. Of course, the cover. It's got the infamous poster, the artwork there for that. The sides, basically just the mask. Leatherface looking at you. So to open these, I'm always like super careful because when I open the stuff, I want to make sure that I preserve the box as best as I can. So I'll use something flat, butter knife, something like that, and I'll stick it in here and the dull side towards the cardboard and try and push it out so it just pops up without causing any kind of damage to any part of the box. The least amount of damage possible, even though I'm opening the box. I do give it a little tiny bend. I don't want to bend it too much, but I need it to get out of my way. And then what we got here, okay. So Mezco figures come with a wonderful little notice for collectors. And sometimes it comes with instructions. With this one, it has instructions on how to put the chainsaw together, the different configurations for that, so that's cool. And then their boxes are really awesome. Like, you can't see this, you'll see it as I take it apart, but this box is like 3 layers sandwiched together. And they do that to protect all the bits and pieces, to keep things from getting loose, and to make sure nothing scratches anything else. Usually there's nothing in here that like holds anything together, so when you open these, you gotta be really careful because you pop it out and suddenly pieces are going to go flying. They generally open pretty easily. You just pay attention. They got these little nibs on the little ends. You just pop those out and lift it up. Hopefully it doesn't explode on you. They cover the pieces in this plastic, which is awesome, again, to help keep it from having any issues with scratching or anything like that. This guy, he's got, usually take out the figure first. They have a little wrapping around his head. Take that off, and there we go. That's our guy. So 112 figures are really awesome because they are basically 6-inch figures, but they're superposable and they're very detailed. The paint, there's grime and dirt, and depending on what figure you have, scratches and scrapes and different things that they try to be as accurate as they possibly can. Sometimes they'll be like really meticulous, like these boots. the boots on this guy have all the detail, all the decoration and stuff on it, and it has like the texture for the material that the boots are made of. The clothes on the 112 figures, the clothes, I always go on and on about how somehow Mezco has gotten it so that the clothes fit like accurately. They're not too baggy, they're not too loose. They bend so that you could play with them, so they're not going to rip or break or anything like that. They're not going to fall off. They're not going to come apart. I'm not sure how much of this stuff is glued on, but a lot of it is like this tie probably goes the whole way around. Yeah, so the tie goes the whole way around. It's like a real tie in miniature. So that's pretty awesome. The mask does not seem to come off, which that's okay. We don't get Leatherface to look at the face behind the mask, do we? These guys stand pretty well, although I am using a foam top table, so the foam part might be causing me a little bit of a problem getting this guy to stay up. But yeah, no, without facing. There we go. So see, he stands up pretty well on the foam table. He'll stand up really well on a shelf or anything like that. So I always put the stuff aside to make sure I keep it so I can put it all back the way it's supposed to be. Here's the chainsaw. Got that nice and bloody blade right there. Got that yellow color and all the little details, the cracks, the scratches, the dents and everything on this piece. The thing with the chainsaw, oh, okay, that comes off, the side comes off. Is that it? Gently pull apart the chainsaw blade right front panel to reveal the battery. Oh, there's a battery in here? Holy cow. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so gently pull this off. That's the thing, you gotta be gentle with these. They're not tragically fragile like some other more mainstream figures, but they are very tiny, and they're not meant to be like destroyed, like beaten up or anything. So there's the chainsaw, it's off. Battery housing inside. I guess the batteries are another part of this box. So like I said, this is like 3 layers of stuff, so that's 1 layer right there, and we'll come back to that in a minute. And it looks like the batteries are actually in the 3rd part of this. So again, just be careful popping the corners out, and then it'll just come right off. Okay, that's his clothes. Another thing I love about this, the 112 figures, they come with a huge base, and it's got the artwork on it. I love that. Keep the figure like with some kind of representation of what it's from, which is awesome. Creates like a great display piece, just to throw it on a shelf or something, or if you're putting together like your own little personal museum of collectibles. This is a great way to display them, the bases that they have. I used to love all the bases that came with my regular 6-inch action figures, 7-inch action figures, but they don't do that very often anymore. Alright, so here's the batteries. They give you 2 batteries, which is great, and they send it to you in a way that it's not going to wear out the batteries by sitting on a shelf waiting for you to buy it. Alright, and then we take the batteries and put that back in there gently, just like it said before. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's got the chainsaw just going, revving and revving. So anyway, that's really cool. The other cool part about this piece is they included blood spray. So this spatter right here goes with the chainsaw. There's like two different. That's awesome. It's translucent, so the light goes through it. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's see, what does it say? Okay, so assemble the blood effects like so. Let's see. Oh, it's coming back. Okay, I see. There's like a little groove in this, so that it sits on the chainsaw. It doesn't go the whole way in, but it sits there snugly. Then you got your chainsaw noises going through there. And you can use this for the chainsaw as well. It shows, oh, okay. So there's also this piece right here. You can see that. It's hard to see, I know the camera's far away, but that right there goes to your hammer, because right here is the hammer. Alright? So I got the hammer, and that goes right there. Splat. That's great. The other heads that come with this, that's the other thing. The 112 figures always come with like all these accessories, like a ton of accessories. This comes with the lady face right there. And let's see, what's the other one right here? Oh, this is the other face with the wig. Okay, so there we go with that. So if you can see those, check that out. Those are brilliant, like very, very detailed. All right, that's awesome. They also have this bucket full of blood. So nothing can fit in there, unfortunately. Could like thrown some bloody tools in there or something, but that's all right. Got this cleaver, bloody cleaver, so that's pretty cool. It's got the tiny little hole. It's got all the details on the handle. It's got all the detail on the metal. Well, this isn't metal, but it looks like metal because it's got all the detailing in it. Got this really cool little knife right here with the bone handle. So that's pretty neat. I know it's hard to see, but there we go. I'll take pictures and show this stuff up close. Or you can go to Mezco, what is it, mezcotoyz.com. Toyz with a Z, T-O-Y-Z. Go out there, get on the waiting list for this if it's sold out, or order yours. I know there's some other online toy stores that have these right now. So get it while it's hot, because everybody knows Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a big fan favorite for a lot of people. Anyway, I got these hands right here. The hands, all the accessories and stuff are really easy to change out and take apart. Let's see if we got one. We have one that'll hold something. But right now he comes with the fists on. So if we take that off, they come right off. They're on little pegs. Can leave his little bracelet on there, and then we just pop this on like that. And all the parts are, you know, interchangeable that come off. They go like you accidentally put his left on his right if you want. Let's grab that one. So that's another. Usually when I'm messing with these, I'll put the hands back where they go, like in here. They don't always fit, but it's helps me keep from losing any of that stuff. So we'll put this. He's got like a couple of grabbing hands. He's got, looks like slapping hands. I don't know. It's like just a straight fingered hand. He's got some other grip hands. So there's like a couple different types of grip that come with this. So I imagine one of these is for the hammer and the knife, and one of these is for the chainsaw. I don't know. Let's see. Man, that fits there. That fits there. I'm guessing that the little grip is for the hammer and all the other stuff, and then the bigger grip is for the chainsaw. So this is pretty sweet. Like this is actually a really good figure. I'm gonna have to change out the hands that I just did. Put them in the right holes, just to keep everything organized. Put this guy on here like that. So I'm thinking that this will go here. The fingers do bend a little, so they're easy to put on. You just gotta be careful of the clothes and the arms when they're bending. You gotta bend them a certain way and let the clothes kind of fall around them. Another thing I love about Mezco is that they're just, I mean, they're all about the fans. So all these figures are done with the utmost love of the actual movies and stuff that they're part of. When they get a hold of a license, they sure go all in with it. This is brilliant. These figures run anywhere from like $60 to $100, maybe some more, depending on how old they are and where they come from. God forbid you try to get a hold of the Frankenstein or the Frankenstein's doorway. I've been trying forever. I have a Frankenstein, but the doorway got away from me. Anyway, here's the clothes. They got a couple aprons in here that match the different masks. Where's the little? There's like a little opening somewhere here. Hard to see. Oh, it's down here at the bottom. Again, save all the bits, because that's where you put all your stuff together. A lot of people will try to sell their figures. Here's the jacket. Here's the apron. It's got a little place there for the tie. And so what we can do is we can just put him in there like that. Put this over his head. What I was saying, a lot of people will go to sell their figures and then they'll be like, oh, but it's missing pieces. You won't be missing pieces if you put everything back where it goes. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, there's that. How the heck do you... Oh, I guess you can pull the tight back here. Okay. Make sure I put this guy solidly on here. So you can pull the apron tight like that. There's a little string. There we go. There's Leatherface. 112 Collective. www.mezcotoys.com. That's where you can order them from, or whoever your favorite online mass retailer is. Big Bad Toy Store, stuff like that. Empire Toys. Just look for 112 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anyway, I'm going to keep playing. Hope you guys check out this figure, and I hope you really like this video. Alright? Good night.